guys, so on the Risky Redline Moto channel today, we're going to be painting our dirt bike frame, and I'll get everything set up and then I'll start painting. So just give me a few seconds and I'll be right on it. So you guys are probably wondering why I'm painting if it's already looked painted. It's because we are trying to make as much coats as possible. I think we're at 2 or 3, and it looks really good right here. You can see, focus. You can see it looks really good. The paint is dry, and we're gonna do some more painting on it because it needs it, that's for sure. The swing arm looks nice and dry and painted. You can see. And then the, what's it called? Subframe. Subframe looks really good. At least 3 or 4 coats on here, so it doesn't get rusty again. So like if I hit a rock, if a rock hits there, like chips the paint, it won't go all the way through, so it won't puncture the paint. You see it's really glossy if it focuses. So you can see it's nice and shiny. And we've painted a lot. I think we spent 2 days painting this frame, but we haven't just painted the frame. If you can see back here, we painted the swing arm. See, it's all nice and glossy, except for I dropped it in the dirt. I just painted it, so I gotta scrape that with a wire brush or something and repaint that. And we painted the swing arm, and we've also painted the subframe. So you see the subframe's all nice and black. Still some stuff to paint. But the bike's turning out pretty good. And I'm gonna show you the bike. I'm gonna show you the other bike we have. It's still, that I've took a couple videos on. And so yeah, I'm gonna show you that. So this is the other bike. We still haven't taken it apart yet, because we still want to put all the other stuff on that subframe. I mean, not that subframe, that frame. So we haven't taken all this stuff off, so it's still the same thing. And this is, so the subframe hooks up to this. So, because this is just plastic. So they put metal underneath this, so it reinforces the plastic kind of. And so yeah, we're just painting that. But this bike is still, still there. So yeah. So now we're moving on to painting the frame. As you can see, there's still some spots that we've missed. Focuses. You can still see it right there. See all that rust? Yeah, it's pretty bad. We haven't painted all the subframe just yet. The frame, my dad painted it, so he did a good job. And the frame is absolutely pristine. We just need to do a few more coats on it, and it should be done. After I'm done with today, my dad will probably repaint it again, and it should be done. The swing arm, there is a couple spots that it's missing paint, like back there. You can see it's missing paint back there somewhere. I just know, and that's really it. And we gotta fix. When I dropped it in the dirt, the paint wasn't dry yet, so it's stuck. So we're gonna fix that, and I'm gonna get on with the painting now. So I'm gonna get on with the painting now. I got my black paint. If you guys want to copy this, just take a screenshot. It's super good paint, and we're gonna do that. And I'm gonna set you guys up right here, and then I'll go paint. Now, actually, I think about it. I actually gotta put on a mask, and then I'll go paint. So see you guys. So right now, if I have really bad audio, it's because I'm wearing a painter's mask. But I'm gonna start painting now, so I'm gonna set you guys up. So we'll do about 2 coats of everything. Will be done for the video. The subframe is done. We're going to flip it upside down in about 2 hours. Now we're running a swing arm. So now, I put that in about 2 hours, and it should be all done, because
you know, that's just it. Like, that should be good. Now we're gonna move on to this. This will probably take about 5 minutes to do. It's a really big thing. So guys, we're about halfway done. We should be done in about another 3 minutes or so. It's just gonna take me a bit because like it's such a big frame. It's yeah. And so I'm gonna let that dry for 2 hours, maybe more, and I'll come back to you guys.
So guys, while we're waiting the paint to dry, we're gonna try and drop the motor. Okay guys, so now I got a good place so you can see the motor and me drop it. I'm going to try and drop it. If it doesn't work, well, I'm just gonna keep it in there and wait for my dad to come home. Okay. So I'm gonna get the jack, get a drill. Here I am trying to drop the motor. I couldn't because I needed an impact gun for some of the bolts. They were in tight places and my drill just wasn't powerful enough to unscrew them, and I didn't have a good dirt bike stand, so if I tried to drop the motor it would just fall down onto the trolley you see, and I didn't want that to happen, so I just didn't want to risk it, and I was going to wait for my dad to come home, and I'll have that by the end of the video. You should see it. I couldn't drop the motor for the reasons listed in the first voiceover, but at least I gave it a shot. Guys, we are done waiting. It's been about an hour and 30, actually maybe like an hour, and it's completely dry, like nothing's sticky, as you can tell. Nothing sticking, like see. So it's all dry, and we're gonna flip it upside down, the frame, and to the few other parts, and we're gonna paint the underside of it. So I'll quickly do that to all the parts. We're gonna paint the other side, and then we should be done. Okay, so everything's flipped over. Now we're gonna get to painting it, and we should be done for the video. And yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna paint it, and as you can see, when you move it, the paint isn't so sticking on it. So as you can see, if you guys can see it, let's focus. I don't think you guys can see it, but it did some damage. Like, yeah, I don't think you guys can see it, but it did do some damage, and yeah, so we're gonna be fixing that. And we should be fixing the damage because I know how bad it is to have a painted frame, but it isn't fully finished, like it's damaged. So we are going to be fixing the frame because there's a few scratch marks from when I flipped it over. And I'll get to painting, so I'm gonna go quickly set you guys up, and I should be painting. Okay, so setting you guys. Okay. So let's do this. I'm gonna put on my mask. Get the spray paint, and it should be good. Oh. I forgot to film an outro for this, but we're back to the painting now.
So guys, I just put the gloves, you can see. Perfect inverted. That's not the powder. Do that. Now just cut your face to the other side, right here. Alright, so I'm gonna take this for about 5 minutes or so. Time lapse, that's just a bit boring. And it's done. Time lapse. What's the time lapse? Begin!
Okay guys, I know it's almost the end of the video, but part 2 will be coming soon. This is part 1. I'll finish the part 2 by Sunday, and it will have me dropping the motor. It will have me
So I'm gonna wait
finishing painting my
until I
bike.
get some
So
more.
see you Sunday next week.